As you know, AI is completely transforming the way we live and do business. And I'm here to tell you that if you don't learn how to use and implement AI in your real estate business, you won't be able to compete and you'll get left in the dust. The good news is I can help you. In this video, I'll share with you 3 AI tools that you can start using right now to help you in your real estate business coming up.
This video is brought to you by PropWire, the only real estate software with county courthouse leads, including code violations, divorce, bankruptcies, and liens. Check it out now at propwireleads.com.
The first way to use AI in your real estate business is to be able to get instant, custom, and detailed information. Now, this speeds up the process of learning and getting information so you can make better decisions and faster. Now, let me show you what we created to do this. You see, I've been wholesaling and flipping and investing in real estate for over 20 years and providing education for just as long. I'm one of the nation's leading experts with the #1 channel on YouTube called Flipping Mastery TV with over 500,000 subscribers. I've been around a long time and I've produced a lot of content and information. I'm talking about thousands of YouTube videos, dozens of training programs. I've created hundreds of how-to guides, resources, tools, scripts, books, manuals, and so on. Not to mention thousands of hours of private Zoom trainings with my coaching students. In fact, I don't think there's another person in real estate education who has created more information than me. Bottom line is there isn't a single topic or question that I haven't created content around. So here's what I've done with my development team to help you. Using AI and all of the education I've ever created and will continue to create, we developed the first AI real estate coach called Ask Jerry. It's basically a clone of me to coach you in your real estate business. Here's how this is a game changer. Ask Jerry is available 24/7, giving you better and faster results, allowing you to finally take your real estate business to the next level. Keep watching and I'll show you how to get access to Ask Jerry for less than $1 per day. And like I said, Ask Jerry has been trained on thousands of hours of my YouTube videos, coaching, training programs, and Zoom trainings, along with everything I've ever written in books, how-to guides, and manuals over the past 20 years. Plus, Q&A sessions with my students involving real deals and real-life situations. Ask Jerry has gone through rigorous pre-launch testing and will continue to retrain it with new information based on today's market, what's working and not working, as well as feedback from our users. That way, it continues to evolve over time. Just ask Jerry anything about real estate, wholesaling, flipping, or investing and get an answer in seconds. You can ask it broad questions like, how do I get started wholesaling? To specific questions like, how do I provide proof of funds to a real estate agent? You can ask it how to make an offer on an overpriced property, where to find the best motivated sellers in Tampa, Florida, how to offer subject to on a property with low equity, or any question you could possibly have, and you'll get an answer instantly as if I was sitting in the room with you. Let's cut to a demo so you can see how it works. Okay, once I'm logged into Ask Jerry, you can see here it's got some prompts. I could ask it a question like, how do I find a cash buyer using Jerry's neighborhood flipper method? And then it will go through all of the information and come up with a very detailed response. You can see here it's got the different steps here. It even has like some scripting that you could say and your next steps here. It's got some references to a video. I mean, this gives you a very detailed response and it's all right here in a matter of seconds. Okay, the next question I could ask it is, how do I estimate repairs on a fix and flip? And you can see here, it gives me these different steps here. Again, steps 1, 2, 3, 4, it explains it, it breaks it down, gives me the details on how I would do that. It even gives me some next steps here. It'll tell me where I can go to get a rehab estimator tool. Okay, the next question I could ask is, what do I say to an agent who asks if I'm a wholesaler? And it will come up with a very detailed response. It will give me scripting on what to say, how I say it, what the reasoning behind it, so you can understand why we treat it this way or why we respond this way. And even gives you like a bonus tip. If they press further, you could add, this specific language right here. So I could tell it, yes, please provide a script with working with agents. And then you could see here that it gives me that detailed script with all of the wording that I need for working with agents. Okay, I hope you can see how impactful this can be. Having access to on-demand coaching like this can make the difference between you closing a deal for $10,000 wholesale fee or losing a deal and getting nothing. I can't tell you how many mistakes I made when I first got started that could have been avoided if I had a coach in my pocket like this, right when I needed it. And now with the power of AI, with Ask Jerry, you don't need to spend hours trying to find answers, saving you so much time. Again, to get signed up for Ask Jerry for less than $1 per day, just go to getaskjerry.com. The second way to use AI in your real estate business is with deal analysis. Think of all the time it takes to run the numbers, find comps, and use formulas to figure out your offer price. Most of real estate is speed to the deal. If you're too slow, you miss out. If used correctly, AI can make the analysis process faster and better, saving you a lot of time. That's why I created an AI deal analyzer. Here's how it works. Just type in a property address, and the AI deal analyzer scans the internet for up-to-minute valuations from Zillow, Redfin, and Realtor.com. These valuations are the most current and the most accurate that you can find on the internet. Then the AI gives you an accurate sale price estimate based on the average of those valuations. And it tells you exactly what your offer price should be with your wholesale fee built in. But that's not all my AI deal analyzer can do. It can also run comps for you and generate a list of recently sold homes in any market similar to your subject property. And it can calculate the after repair value, or ARV, and estimate repair costs based on the square footage of the property. Not only is this the best AI deal analyzer on the internet, it's also the fastest, which gives you an advantage over your competition who are still stuck in the dark ages using spreadsheets and software calculations. Let's cut to a quick demo so you can see how it works. So once I'm logged into the AI deal analyzer, you can see it's got some prompts up here for some different things. Let's say I choose calculate offer price. Now it's going to say, okay, well, here's some information that I need. Let's start with a property 419 King Street and see what it does. So you can see here it automatically starts running the numbers. It gives me a high-level overview, gives me some comps, says, okay, here's what we think the ARV is. We're going to use the 70% rule. We're going to subtract rehab costs. It comes up with an estimate of $60,000 with the rehab. And it says, okay, here's your maximum offer. And it gives you some ranges here, aggressive, in the middle. And then I can say to it something like, okay, please adjust the rehab cost to 100,000. It said 60,000, so I can tell it, rerun the formula at 100,000 on the rehab. And it's like, okay, so it redoes ARV, subtracts the rehab, and it says that your max allowable offer should be 63,000. Now I might say to it, I want to wholesale this deal and make a $20,000 fee. So then it's going to rerun the numbers here. Based on that, you need to be at a $43,000 offer, which this is actually dead on. I actually did this deal at $45,000 and wholesaled it for $65,000. Now I developed a free version of my AI deal analyzer that allows you to do 5 submissions per day. To get instant access for free, just go to dealanalyzergpt.com. But if you sign up for the pro version of Ask Jerry, you get unlimited access to my AI deal analyzer. Again, go to getaskjerry.com to sign up for Ask Jerry. And the third way to use AI in your real estate business is to improve and enhance your sales skills. In real estate, one of the most important skills you have to master is talking to sellers, talking to agents, and talking to cash buyers. The better you are at knowing how to handle specific situations and how to overcome objections, the better you'll be at getting good deals. Now, this used to be a very time-consuming process. It took me years to get good at talking to people with trial and error, doing thousands of actual conversations. But now with AI, you can role play using real life situations. That's why we created an AI script generator. This tool lets you role play any scenario, and AI will play the part of the seller or the wholesaler so you can learn exactly what to say and do in any situation. Let's cut to a demo so you can see it in action. Okay, so once I'm logged into the AI script generator, you can see here it's got a couple of different prompts that you could choose from. So let's start with, what is your role? So I'm going to go ahead and tell it I'm the wholesaler. And then it says, awesome, you're the wholesaler. What script do you need today? So I'm going to say cold calling an out-of-state tired landlord. It says, okay, perfect. What's your main objective? I'm going to say, I want to be able to make a cash offer. And then I'm also want to have a direct tone. So then it says, okay, here's a script you can use, and it gives me like all the details, the back and forth. But let's say that I want to say, can you role play a scenario with me? So I say, hi, this is Jim. It says, Jim, hi, Jim, who's calling? My name is Jerry. I'm a local investor. I believe you own a property on 123 Main Street. Is that correct? And it says, yeah, that's right. I've had that one for a while now. Why are you calling? Well, my investment group is looking to acquire property in this area, and I was calling to see if you had any interest in selling for all cash. And he says, I've thought that a few times. It's been a bit of a headache managing it from out of state. What kind of offer are we talking about? And I respond with, good question. We can purchase as is, and we are all cash. I can close quickly. Is there a price that would make sense to you? So AI responds with, honestly, I haven't really nailed down a number, but I wouldn't just give it away either. It needs a bit of work, but it's not falling apart. What would you offer? And then I might respond with, that makes sense. I get it. Our goal would probably be to fix it up and flip it. I'd probably need to budget about $60K for that. Does that seem right to you on the rehab? And then the AI might respond, yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe even a bit more depending on how far you go with the updates. The roof and kitchen definitely need attention. So then I might say, okay, let's bump it to $70K to be safe. I'm looking at some comps in the area. Seems like there have been some flips in the past 6 months that are selling for around $150 a square foot. That would put my back end value at approximately $325. Do you think I could get that? And then it might respond with, yeah, $325 sounds reasonable if it's fully renovated. One on the next block sold around there recently, and it wasn't anything fancy. If you do a solid flip, I think that number's doable. And then I might respond, okay, to cover closing costs, commissions, rehab, cost of capital, and to make a reasonable profit, I think I would need to be around $130,000 to $140,000 for all cash. That's lower than I was hoping for, but I get where you're coming from. I was thinking maybe somewhere closer to $160,000. That's probably my floor right now. And then I might respond, well, I'm not that far off. $130,000 is my price in a perfect world. How close to that could you get? So now I'm pushing him again, right? And it says, tell you what, if you can make it a clean, fast deal, and I don't have to lift a finger, I could probably do $145,000. And you can see I can just keep going back and forth here with responding and practicing and role-playing with the AI. Now, this AI script generator can help you think on your feet, be more comfortable in difficult situations, and above all else, gain confidence when talking to sellers, agents, and buyers. And just like my AI deal analyzer, we developed a free version of the AI script generator that allows you to do 5 submissions per day. Just go to freescriptgpt.com to get access for free. And just like with my AI deal analyzer, if you sign up for the pro version of Ask Jerry, you get unlimited access to the AI script generator. Now here's the thing. If you've been overwhelmed by AI and not sure where to start or how to best use it, trust me, I understand. I'm lucky enough to have a software development team, and we're going to continue creating tools using AI to enhance real estate education and investing and continue to provide those tools to you. Now, the key to AI is to look for ways to use it to help you eliminate cost and waste, be more efficient, and get the results you're after quicker than before. Learn how to do that, and AI will be your best friend. But if you don't learn how to use AI, then you won't be able to keep up with your competition. If you're excited about Ask Jerry and these other AI tools, leave a comment and say, Jerry, thank you for the cool AI tools. You are a flipping genius, and I'll see you on the next video.